Greetings, YouTube. Once again, happy Friday. I hope you all are doing well. Thanks for clicking on this video. Here's the deal. I realize that I can sound negative when I criticize Kabam, but I have always prided myself on giving credit where credit is due, but also being willing to call shade, or as one of my subscribers now infamously put it, keeping it 1,000. And, Kabam's done a lot of shady things, including have bugs remain in the community that really cost people revives and potions and units, while cracking down on mainly the quote-unquote bugs that are often their own mistakes that cause loopholes for summoners to exploit, as they like to call it, in order for them to lose money. So if Kabam's losing money, it's an exploit. If the player's losing money, it's a bug. But with that being said, sometimes Kabam does something that just makes me smile, because the future of the game is better when they do pro player moves. If their marketing team would understand more that giving their community the ability to be happy, giving them positive incentives like compensation packages for everything from the game crashing to bugs, to giving the community opportunities to improve champions, not that they have to whale out and buy that are new, but champions they have in their roster that are trash. It's just going to make them want to play more, because it's like getting a brand new champion for free because said champion is already in your roster. And it also gives you motivation to rank up said champion, who you might just use for maybe the arena, and that's it. And that rant brings us to the Community's Choice Champion Update. And as always, I will have this discussion link pinned in a comment on this post when I upload it to YouTube. But Summoners, Kabam Mike says, even though his empty chair gets a little lost in the picture, but it is kind of a classy move, I guess. Summoners, it's time for us to start working on our next champion update. You better believe it is. But we need your help on choosing which champion will be next. We've created a short list of champions we want to address, aka champions we know are trash, and want to put the power to decide which of these champions will get the rework treatment first in your hands. Below, you'll find a short list of champions we're looking to address in the future. This list is not indicative of every champion that's on our radar for an update, just the ones we want to address first. How do we get to decide? Well, starting May 9th at 10 a.m. and running until May 10th at 10 a.m., so really it's just 24 hours, right? There will be a poll on our forums where you can vote for which champion you would like to see receive an update. Kabam, please make sure you send out this forum post link to everybody in the in-game inbox, because a lot of people don't read the forums and will miss the opportunity to vote and will probably forget as well. The poll is only open for 24 hours, as I just said, so make sure that you've decided in advance which champion you'd like to see get the update. Which champions are on the list? We've shortlisted the following champions based on their utilization and performance in content across the contest, aka champions that can't beat much content, and player feedback through our mini channels, including mine, because Lord knows I've been trashing old balls since before I thought about my prostate. All right, Venom Pool, Old Man Logan, Groot, Colossus, Howard the Duck, Iron Patriot, Satan herself. Those all champion list. Those are all champions. That previous sentence literally didn't make any sense. These are all champions I've talked about actually in past videos and given suggestions for buffs. Now, Satan herself has long been Satan in my roster. If you haven't heard me call that before, I'm not trying to be mean. I literally said once when I opened 6 straight Kamala Khans in a 4-star video that if Satan was truly present, he would continue to show up in this opening. And then Kamala Khan kept landing, hence why I said Satan herself, and I've just, kept that up. So, Iron Patriot, Howard the Duck, Colossus, Groot, Old Balls, and Venom Pool, all champions that while they have some utility, particularly with some synergies, it would be great to see them. They're also champions that the RNG, quite frankly, gives a lot of people for the first time when they open 5-star basics. Even now in 2019, I still am convinced you're much more likely to get one of the champions in front of you than you are a Blade or a Stark Spidey or a Medusa, Omega Red, Ghost, etc. If you think that a deserving champion has been left off the list, don't worry. This is a list of the champions we want to address first, and doesn't not, that was not my mistake, that was theirs, necessarily indicate that other champions won't also be addressed in the future. I really want to make sure my choice wins. This is hypothetically, I guess, what you're saying to yourself, according to Kabam. Then start your campaigning. Start discussions on why you think your champion should be the one that others select. Now is the time to convince other summoners to join you in voting for the champion you want to see buffed the most. And when will this updated champion be released? Our plan is to take this champion update through the full rework process. That means we'll take about 2 months to rework the champion's abilities and tuning, and then put them through a beta test. Those typically last a couple weeks, and then we'll address the feedback that is received. We've learned from our last couple of champion beta tests that we require a little more time between the end of the test and releasing the update to analyze feedback, data, and implement any further changes that might be necessary. Barring any changes to the schedule, this champion will be updated and released in early fall. Voting day approaches. This time to decide is coming soon. Start voting on who you want to see updated and start spreading the word. Voting day is May 9th to 10th. So here's the deal, YouTube. I understand from Kabam's perspective that this kind of thing allocates resources that are precious away from things that could probably make them more money. And this kind of thing is a pro player move. Make no mistake about it. This is only really benefiting the player. This is not something that's a cash grab at all for Kabam, as it's going to take them multiple months to do this. But I hope they've learned, and it sounds like from what we just read that maybe they have, that beta tests are a great way to make the community happy. So many times, beta tests keep people wanting to play the game. And what's really cool about this, because I'm sure other YouTubers have done a video on this, but those 2015 rank up gems that you get for beaten variant, every time you get one of those and a champion gets buffed, suddenly it's exciting to take up a Spider-Gwen, right? Suddenly it's exciting to take up a Venom, whereas before it probably wasn't. So you're also giving items that you get for clearing content to have more value, and that actually also works in the Kabam pocketbook favor because it incentivizes people who might have a bunch of 2015 champions that are trash to want to grind and spend units and certainly energy and hours of their time defeating things like the new variant in order to have a chance to take up a champion that used to be trash but now actually is really good. I am thrilled by this, and I'm going to personally choose Satan herself because it would be so funny if she turned out to be one of the best champions and I actually could use my cosmic rank 2 to rank 3 gem I got from variant 2 on her. And also just in general, you know, she's the #1 meme of my account and a good way for people to troll me every day. So the troll would become the master. What a fate that would be. So I'm going to make this video titled something like the Community Choice Champion Update is a brilliant move by Kabam. Because it quite simply is. It costs them money, it costs them time, it costs them resources, but it is a blessing to the community to give them champions that so many people have on the roster and are worthless or near worthless to being amazing. Also, that one person, right, that took up their Kamala to rank 5 already, kind of like the Spider-Gwen rank 5 that we saw before the beta test, that just looks even smarter now. It's like prophetic almost. So, yeah, I am super excited about this, and I would love to hear your feedback. Kudos to Kabam. Now please address the many bugs that are still causing so many players to get burnt out and rage quit that have carried over in some cases from previous patches, such as the Special 3 bug. Or the new bug, which is one of my favorite, that sometimes after a Special 3, you can't parry or block. Have you seen this? It's not just you. And I don't think it's just me. Where a Special 3 will happen, and then you'll go to parry, and the block won't register, and you'll just... As my good friend Katie Candy would like to say, you just face block. You block with your face. You take that damage because it doesn't register, and it's not because your phone or screen protector or lag. It just literally will not register that tap. So, yeah, fun and interactive, right? Kabam Mike, I don't know why Cyclops isn't on this list. Maybe it's your ego, but he should be. That's one of the people that definitely deserves to be on it. But, yeah, let's get this video on YouTube, and let's have a great Happy Friday. Thanks for watching. Let's get pumped. Let's vote. Use that democracy, y'all.